So the other day, I was playing Operation 1, and I saw two people in the chat arguing about what the best gun in the game was, and it gave me an idea. What if I made a tier list of all Operation 1 guns? Starting off our list, we have the AUG, which I'm going to have to give a solid A. It is a very good gun in all scenarios, but it is in A due to the M4 just doing its job better. Next up, we have the MP7, which I'm going to give a B due to it not having the best damage, but that's made up for by its fire rate and having the highest movement speed in the game, that being 97% of regular. For the third gun on our list, we are already at our first S tier weapon, which is the AK-12, due to it having the highest DPS in the game and the fastest time to kill versus armored opponents. I mean, seriously, you can't really go wrong with it. Up next is the P90, which I will be giving a B tier due to the fact that despite its low-ish damage, it has a high fire rate and a large ammo capacity to spray through entire teams. Up next is the L8, which is coming in A tier due to, despite having a lower fire rate, it has the ability to 3-shot armored opponents to the chest. Up next is the M60, which I will be giving a C tier due to it only really being useful in capture, where it is possible to run out of ammo in assault rifles. This next take might be extremely controversial, but I will be giving the Chris Vector an F due to its extremely low magazine size and its very low DPS compared to other automatic weapons. Next up is the Ballistic Shield and the Riot Shield, and I will be giving both of these a B due to their ability to support teammates if used correctly. Going back to guns, we have the Spaz 12, which I will be putting in C due to its effectiveness at extreme close range. This brings us to the grenade launcher, which also gets a C due to its ability to clear out rooms easily. For the first secondary on our list, we have the Anaconda, which I'll be putting in B tier due to its ability to one-shot headshot unarmored opponents and leave armored opponents on 1 health. Next up is the Beretta, which is only in D tier due to it being slightly better than the other starting pistol, the Colt. Speaking of which, is an F tier due to its low damage and low magazine capacity. The 5.7 is pretty much a better Beretta with a larger magazine capacity but lower reserve ammo, which is why it also goes in D. This brings us to the G7, which is only really good if you put the switch attachment on it, which lowers its damage, but increases the fire rate to 1100 and makes the gun automatic. This brings us to my second favorite sidearm in the game, the Deagle. I'll be putting the Deagle in A tier due to its ability to one-shot headshot unarmored opponents and its moderately fast fire rate. Now for the worst secondary in the game, the T-Judge. This is an F tier due to its damage against players being abysmal. Right alongside the T-Judge is the CZ75, which is outclassed by the Glock with a switch in almost every way. For our final secondary, we have the Scorpion, which I will be placing in D tier, due to the fact that it's only really good if you purchase the extended mag attachment, and even then, it's not that good. Personally, I see the Cal 12 as a pretty bad alternative to sniper rifles, which is why I'll be putting it in B tier. The M590 shotgun will be going in D tier, due to me seeing it as a slightly worse version of the Spaz 12 shotgun. Now it's time for the best shotgun, which will be going in A tier, the AA-12, due to its capability to one-shot headshot despite using slugs, allowing for ranged kills. This brings us to the AW-50 sniper, which I'll be putting in A due to its capability to one-shot to the body on opponents who are wearing armor. This brings us to the M24, which is a slightly worse sniper rifle than the AW-50, as it cannot one-shot to the body, which is why it's going in B tier. The L1A1 will also be going in A tier due to its capability to one-shot headshot unarmored opponents. Now it's time for our second weapon in S tier, the FAMAS, which is in S due to its extremely fast time to kill against unarmored opponents. Now for the starting assault rifle, the M4, which is also an S, due to it being a good rifle for almost every purpose, and it has great iron sights. And finally, for these last two weapons, the MP5 and the M249, I don't have much to say. They're alright.